season in the SANFL, and it was North Adelaide taking on Carlton in the 1972 Champions of Australia final. Remembering that North Adelaide had won the 1972 grand final, beating Port Adelaide comprehensively by 56 points. That man, Barry Robran, so important to North Adelaide in that era.
Yeah, he was obviously an amazing player, and his pedigree flowed on with two other AFL players in his sons, but North Adelaide clearly dominant in this era. To beat Port Adelaide by over 50 points in the grand final gives you a chance for something like this, and to win by a point, albeit 37 years ago. And there's some great players you can see there. Bruce Dool from Carlton.
Well, there's a legend about this match that Barry Robran did a blind turn, ducked one way, ducked another, and got away from none other than Alex Jezelenko, who then stood there and applauded, said, no, that was too good. Now, Jezelenko is thought of as one of the greats of VFL footy, and Barry Robran was certainly one of the greats of SANFL footy. We've only managed to preserve about a minute and a half of that fantastic game.
Yeah, great effort. I wonder if Jezelenko actually said to him, Robran, you beauty. This is the famous catch cry for Jezelenko. But yeah, these end of season carnivals were great back in the day. I remember Mel Brown going nuts in one of these end of season things as well, probably a bit later in the 70s. But yeah, interesting to look back and see how good a North Adelaide side was to be competitive and good enough to beat a Carlton side back in their dominant era back in the 70s as well.
Mike Patterson in charge at North Adelaide.